The Starside Prophecy by Tirri. Read by the author. Chapter 40. The Bird of Freedom. Alusha was sitting at the fountain's edge, waiting for Melchizedek to join her for their morning meeting. Although he could have appeared at her side in an instant, the godson chose to walk. He always did. The Department of Planning loomed tall, much of its stature lost in the sky, like a beanstalk, thought Alusha, as she watched Melchizedek exit the building's revolving doors. The godson looked well pleased as he surveyed his surroundings and warmly greeted those with whom his path crossed. It was a rare sight to see Melchizedek in the square, and many souls just stood quietly in awe as their creator made his way towards the fountain. Melchizedek's energy was of such an intensity that those unaccustomed to it were often overcome by sudden and dramatic feelings of reverence. Strategically spaced benches caught the very unsteady. 10 minutes ticked by before Melchizedek arrived at Alusha's side. He was wearing cream drawstring trousers, a white shirt rolled up at the sleeves and sandals. His shoulder-length hair flowed freely. "Good morning, Alusha. You look radiant, not a day over 30 from where I'm standing." "Really? Come a little closer." Alusha immediately rearranged her features to take on the likeness of a toothless old hag. Her new appearance only lasted a second or two, and no one else saw. She and Melchizedek laughed. The square was full of incoming and outward-bound souls who kept them under surveillance from a distance. Melchizedek and Alusha were used to the attention and the long-standing gossip that they were having an affair. The rumour was that they had conceived several children, all fully actualised, who had been sent to create new training grounds, each allegedly more rigorous than the last. Melchizedek sat down next to Alusha, and several members of his flying entourage began descending. The godson held out the palm of his hand, a cue for one of the doves to land. Alusha marvelled at the accuracy of the bird's descent. As soon as the male landed, a victorious cooing-wooing filled the air. "How is Sarah doing?" asked Melchizedek, as he stroked the bird's underbelly with his forefinger. "You tell me. She is about to enter another difficult relationship. You do know that she'd kill you if she knew you had orchestrated this one. It wasn't written in her life plan, and she will consider this foul play." "She considers a lot foul play. In the past, Sarah has intuitively recognised situations meant for her growth and walked away from them out of pride. I'm not risking that again." "Like I said, she will object, and when all is said and done, I certainly don't want to be in the room when that happens." Melchizedek laughed. "I'll deal with the aftermath when the time comes. But for now she is experiencing the darkness of the pit that many women who manipulate men fall into. This means she's learning." "Oh, she's learning. She's definitely learning," said Alusha. Melchizedek shrugged. Witnessing the emotional discomfort his creations endured in order to awaken to the greater truth of self was part of the agreement they had entered into willingly. Although at times he was tempted to swoop in and change the order of things, he always resisted. Every godson had agreed to the terms and conditions of their role, and the law could not be broken. Another dove landed on Melchizedek's upturned palm and settled into a nesting position beside its mate. The female bird, the bird of freedom, positioned its head between its shoulders, close to its body. Melchizedek spoke quietly to the little female, the bearer of the olive branch, who had been around since the flood. "Anything new you want to discuss today?" asked Alusha. "Cain told me you will shortly begin your preaching mission in the Dreamtime." "That's right." "Have you seen the script?" "You know I have," said Alusha, placing a loose strand of hair behind her ear. "Are you ready? It's a lot to take on," said Melchizedek as he gently kissed the little bird's head. "I am ready. I have a whole team in place to assist me. Are you?" "Yes, I am the godson. I am ready for anything." You do know that as a result of my preaching mission, you will receive more prayers for guidance than at any other time in human history. Yes, I know, Alusha. Fear not. The Department of Communications is at my beck and call. Alusha laughed and Melchizedek gently released the doves, and then, as part of the show for their audience in the square, the godson stood up and pulled Alusha into an embrace. Both said an exaggeratedly affectionate goodbye under the clandestine watch of all those who had been looking on but pretending not to.